So in the subject of public safety, for instance, very interesting. I had the experience of literally being rescued by LAPD, and then there was this situation in which, a lady attorney from the DA helped me, and they ask questions and they investigate. So you feel that this whole system is embracing you. Is okay. You are a woman who is by yourself. You, I was not a criminal, and neither I am or intend to ever be, and but even if you are, the system is very forgiving, and we have all these resources. So how did we end up going with offices in which because it happens a lot in county offices where we citizens are citizens are treated like, don't bug me. The public servants often don't treat us well, and many of them are stuffed with a lot of tasks because supposedly they are not hiring. But what can you say about that? I mean, public safety, or do we have resources to continue to have the system we have? What can a supervisor can do in this matter?
Well, the system we currently have does not work. So I think the first thing we need to do is probably look at the big picture and break it down into what is it within the system that's not working. If you go back to this issue of abusive parents. So a parent's abusive to someone that maybe has learning disabilities or some other challenges, and that parent continues to be the one raising them, and they're abusing them. They're not being put in jail and are held accountable. The kids are now in this household growing up. So going back to your situation, had you had your entire life until you're 18 had this abusive situation and weren't able to get out of that and have someone help you, you probably wouldn't be sitting here today being an author of a book and being successful like you have been. So we need to look at all different aspects of someone's life going back to childhood, because someone that's on the street right now, they didn't just have that happen yesterday. That happened when they were probably a child. And so preventive is the key, and this actually talks about homelessness in terms of the high cost of things. Many people are homeless because they can't afford the rent or to live like people do.
We're going through a housing problem now.
Yeah, we're going through a housing now. So, but all the pressures that our county government puts on our businesses, and then they have things like we can't drill for oil anymore. So we want to use certain green things, but they want to do all these things, utopian things, but those all have an expense. And every expense that we put on our lower and middle income people just puts them more at risk of being homeless. We've got to take that away. We've got to start looking at how do we reduce the cost for people